Should the king of the world, Chris Jericho, have his entire AEW world come crashing down? Or should Kylie Rae and everybody else never, ever accuse Chris Jericho again? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. The Jericho investigation is underway. The rumours are being spread. What did Chris Jericho do to Kylie Rae in that hotel room? We'll never know, because Chris Jericho isn't speaking about it. Kylie Rae isn't speaking about it. But we've got a lot of people on Twitter that absolutely know fuck all that are speaking about it. And I'm going to defend Chris Jericho here, but this is a guy that claimed to be in a room that he wasn't, and now he has people claiming he did things to Kylie Rae when they don't know shit either. So in one way it's karma. I'm not saying he deserves this, but it is kind of strange how all these rumours and shit come out just 1 week after Jericho was claiming to be in the locker room when the whole Punk and Elite thing went down, even though he wasn't there.
I think he spun too many lies in his web.
I know X-Pac likes to say, I was there, man, but Chris Jericho wasn't there, and now he has a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of people online accusing him of doing things to Kylie Rae, and they weren't there. They don't have the proof, but for some reason, they think that Jericho should be suspended, Jericho should be fired, Jericho needs to be taken out of the wrestling business. And let's just say something did go down. What exactly happened? I mean, if Kylie Rae came to Chris Jericho's room and he made a pass at her and she was like, no thank you, Jericho, and walked out, like, what do they want to happen here? Isn't that fucking pretty normal? Like, I mean, don't you have to make a move to get with someone? Isn't that how things go? That is apparently the rumours. People are saying that Jericho made a pass, she wasn't interested, and she left.
She left.
I could maybe understand if people are saying she tried to leave and Jericho restrained her and put her in the walls of Jericho and sexually assaulted her. You could understand, right? Well, that's a serious, that's a serious action from Y2J, but people are saying the whole story was he asked her to come up to the hotel room, then he made a pass at her, made a kiss at her, and she refused him, rejected him, and walked out. It's like, holy crap.
It's been blown out of proportion, but we don't know all the details. So for me, I agree with the 75%.
75% of you guys think that we should wait for more information. Question is, are we going to get any information? Because we've got those big nasty NDAs in the way.
Let's talk about percentages. You take your 75% chance of winning this poll, and you look at the 13, the 12. I'm sorry, if you voted for the 12, come on.
Believe all women, man.
Like, never ever, right? There is zero proof.
I tell you what, Chris Jericho does look a bit guilty in that never ever image.
He does. Ed, as you said, right?
Although, in that wait for more information picture, he looks smug. He looks like he knows there's no information coming.
If Jericho's tried to kiss her and she's went, no, Chris, I don't like you, you fat slobby bastard. And he's went, oh. Does he deserve fired for that? No.
What if he started singing, who am I to kill a stranger, and murdered Kylie Rae in the hotel room?
That's a bit different. That's a wee bit different, but
stick to murdering songs.
Like I suggested, maybe she rejected him and then he's got her fired.
Now, if that happened, right, that is an asshole move for Chris Jericho. But at the end of the day, Chris Jericho can't get anyone fired. He can try, but Tony Khan is the one that does the hiring and firing.
True, but...
So if Chris Jericho's got Kylie Rae fired, then you have to...
Yeah, but do we think Jericho's told Tony Khan here, she didn't kiss me? She didn't accept my advances.
Well, what else,
Tony?
What else?
You got to accept my advances, Tony.
What else could Chris Jericho say? Oh, Kylie Rae doesn't draw a dime. Who else in AEW does? In comparison to who?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. Anyway, guys, let's look at the comments. I think the wait for more information, even if we're not going to get it, that's the only correct thing here, right? Kylie Rae hasn't come out and actually accused Jericho of anything. Now, you can argue maybe she can't say anything, maybe she signed an NDA, but we don't know shit, okay? She hasn't accused Jericho of anything, so why do we even feel the need, like, we have to defend Jericho?
Why did she sign an NDA if it's that serious?
Yeah, no, she did like that comment from the guy making up the story or whatnot, but we need more than that, right? We can't just... How do you... I mean, look at back in the day, man. Austin was beating up Deborah and fucking... He was still the main man, so it's like... How are we supposed to fucking fire Chris Jericho just because...
NDAs are embarrassing, though. I mean, just get it... Air the dirty laundry.
But here's the truth, right? See if Jericho was a jobber, he'd probably be gone.
You think so?
Aye. This is bad publicity.
No, it is.
Tony Khan talks about AEW being safe.
What's worse, though?
No, but
this actions or Tony Khan dressed up with a hat and goggles on while talking about it?
like, see wrestling, right? It doesn't.
Would McMahon have addressed the Benoit situation with sunglasses on and afro? Like,
no, but the thing, it doesn't really. It's more of a case of who done it rather than what they done. See if you're a top guy, you've got a lot of leeway. See if you're a jabroni, you've got no leeway.
yeah, there's no rope.
It's like if The Rock done something in his prime, or Austin, unless it was like unforgivable, a heinous crime like Benoit, it'll get flushed in the toilet and forgotten about. But if some jobber, some guy that's loading the card, if some Sunday Night Heat guy does something bad that brings bad publicity, then you're out of here, son. That's kind of how it goes. Let's look at the comments, though. Let's look at what you guys are saying. We'll go newest first. Let's do this. So we have Cocky Balboa. There hasn't even been any accusations made by Kelly Ray at all, just her liking a tweet. Even the allegation is she's told to go to Chris Jericho's hotel room. She likely just assumed there would be others there. So she gets to his hotel room and they're alone. The scandalous act Jericho committed was he tried to flirt with the girl. Oh my god, at the horror. Ridiculous. An old man shooting a shot at a girl less than half his age. As long as past age of consent, it is not a crime. Even if it creeped her out enough she decided she wanted to quit her job, he still did nothing legally wrong or morally wrong in my opinion. There's just as much chance she would have engaged him in an attempt to advance her career as there was she would be creeped out. An old man doesn't deserve to be cancelled for just trying to be a man. You know what? I've got to 100% agree with what Cocky Balboa is saying here.
He's coming out with lefts and right, isn't he?
He's left and right, and he's dodging the big knockout blow for Ivan Drago. But he's right, like, all Chris Jericho, based on what we know, and based on the tweet that Kelly Ray liked, all Chris Jericho has tried to do is make a pass, make an advancement towards Kylie Ray, and she is, like, apparently whatever, rejected it and walked out, and that's it. Are we supposed to cancel Chris Jericho because he thought he had a chance at someone who's half his age? Plus, I believe that Cocky Balboa is right. I think there was as good a chance as any that like a woman would get with Chris Jericho, knowing the fact that like maybe sleeping with Jericho, being in his good books could help her career too. So, as much as some women might be like, no, I'm not going to sleep my way to the top, or I'm not going to do this or that to try and get pushed up the card. For as many women that have that attitude, I guarantee you there's the same amount of women on the roster that would take the shortcuts and would take the easy way out in order to try.
There's no easy way out.
A lot of Rocky references here, but yeah, to try and, promote themselves and push themselves up the card. So I think Cocky Balboa, we probably don't need to read the rest of the comments, but we will anyway.
Whoa, you're going skipping past it.
I think Cocky Balboa is pretty much spot on there.
I think he is, but I back him up totally. Patrick
Schaefer said, did she sign an NDA when she left AEW? Tony tends to have everyone sign them when they leave. Don't know, possibly. Jericho says he's never signed one. If Jericho's never signed one, why can't he come out and comment on this?
Jericho talks a good game. But see, I think an NDA is kind of pish if one person does but the other doesn't. So Jericho's free to talk about it, but the other person, the accuser, ain't?
Well, CM Punk's lawyer says Jericho has signed one. Jericho's claiming he's never seen one before. Who knows?
Jericho's been talking shite though in AEW, so I think he probably has signed it.
Embray, that hooker just wants money.
That hooker just wants money.
He said it twice.
Double tap.
Must be true. Poop Sky said he should be fired and charged, let alone suspended. I love how so many idiot marks have his side. They're no different than the Benoit lovers. But that's if he's guilty, and it sounds like he is so far. Guilty of what, though? Come on. Benoit's...
Just look at this.
No, but Benoit's guilty of fucking murder.
Well...
Jericho's guilty of fucking making a pass at some woman. It's not the same thing here.
No, but he says he should be fired and charged, let alone suspended. And then, but if he's guilty at the end, instead of,
So it cancels out the original sentence.
But see, that's this cancel culture. We don't fucking know what happened. Even with Benoit, right? We don't even actually... There's no 100% proof. They just want it that closed. I'm not going to go down the route of blaming Kevin Sullivan, right? But I guess you could say, well, it's the easy way out to blame Benoit. See here, no one's dead. If Jericho simply tried to kiss her and she's went no and left the room, what the fuck? You can't fire him, you can't sack him, you can't kill him, you can't arrest him, you can't do anything with that.
In the law's eyes, Benoit was 99% guilty. In WWE's eyes, he was 100% guilty. That's pretty much what they wanted there. Just move it on.
But to compare Jericho fans to Benoit defenders is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not even like Jericho's sexually assaulted her or beat her up or anything like that, man. He's made a pass at her. Jesus Christ. Jay is in uncensored. Kelly can't do anything if she signed an NDA. Jericho and AEW should respond to it because right now he's looking pretty guilty. Maybe Jericho signed an NDA himself, although he claimed he never seen one. And I don't know, maybe he's been advised not to. But then again, she hasn't come out and accused him, so it's like, what is Jericho really responding to at this point?
A like tweet.
Bunch of rumours? For nobodies like us online? Come on. Harry on two wheels. Tony Khan made it pretty clear if there was any violation of their policies, they would have been taken care of. Why is nobody looking at where this allegation came from? A guy who has heard something. What the fuck is this? If there is any evidence, name, horse and rider so it can be proven or disproven. Allegations like that stay in the public view. Even if they are not true, charges against false accusations must be way higher. It's too easy these days to destroy someone's life and reputation without any repercussions for themselves. Completely and 100% agree. Like, let's just say Jericho is innocent. Let's just say he hasn't done anything. His name's always going to be tainted. People are always going to think, oh, I remember Chris Jericho at that time, he done that to Kylie Ray. Once you're accused of something, it never 100% goes away. So I think we do need to have, bigger charges and stuff like that against false accusations. Because it's like for example, rape. If someone gets accused of rape, and then 6 months later they get found not guilty, do you think everybody that knew that they were accused is going to know they were not guilty? I would say that always sticks with you.
It does, and you see the trend with Jericho firing, and then the chant at the pay-per-view. Based off what? Nothing. Smoke and mirrors.
I mean, how many people have we seen have their careers ruined, like footballers or whatnot? American footballers been accused of something they didn't do. 4 years later, the woman might come out and admit that she lied about it. And does that guy get his career back? No. And his name's always going to be associated with, he's that rapist, or he's the guy that had the rape allegations against him. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I agree. I would go as far as saying false accusations. I think the crime that you're accusing someone of, whatever the sentence is for that, if you're actually lying, I think you should do the same amount of time.
Yeah. So, I agree.
So if you accuse someone, I don't know, of fucking murder, if you're lying, then I think you should do 25 years instead. Godless Scummer, to me it would depend upon whether a suspension is used as a precautionary measure or a punitive measure. If they suspend him with pay while an investigation takes place, then I don't have a big issue with it. A lot of companies take that approach when investigating an alleged misconduct. It's just a precaution not to have the person in the workplace while an investigation is ongoing. If he's suspended without pay when no misconduct has been proven, then it becomes a different matter altogether, as then it becomes punitive. Having watched that media scrum after World's End, I have to say I don't think Tony Khan really did a lot to quell any speculation. No, Tony Khan did nothing. He's just sitting there, deer in the headlights look, and he's wearing this big fucking Russian hat on his head. It just, with sunglasses, it's just such an the guy looks like an absolute goofball, and he's addressing what is supposed to be a serious allegation here against one of his top stars. Yeah, it just looked awful.
It's ridiculous. He's a goofball of the highest order.
Dr. Cat said innocent until proven.
No, but say Vince McMahon was wearing it. Don't know why he would be, right? He would have took it off and addressed it. He wouldn't be wearing it in the first place. But come on, what are we doing here? It's embarrassing, Tony Khan.
Innocent until proved guilty. It's supposed to be the American way. You can't just take someone's word for anything these days. So many people just want to get over on people. Godless Scummer, if you read through what I said, you'll understand that suspension with pay while an investigation takes place still protects the principle of innocent until proven guilty. Don't never trust in a corporation. I have seen open door policies being used as evidence to get people fired. In the eyes of the federal law, any investigation can be seen as an allegation and harmful to the subject. It's called slander. If Chris Jericho is innocent, he can sue for slander. Hogan sued the company that leaked his private conversation to the world and won the case. Yeah, Hogan got a lot of money for that. I kind of agree. I don't know if... I think once you get suspended, people don't see someone get suspended and think, that's it's still neutral. That's a common thing that they do in the workplace. That's a common procedure they put in place.
It's people who've never worked a day in their fucking life.
No one thinks that. As soon as you get suspended, people will automatically lean towards you being guilty.
Yep.
So I'm not sure. Even suspension with pay, I still don't think that's 100% fair.
No, absolutely, but
I think you would need a lot more information and an actual serious accusation from Hailey Ray.
But in a job, it's like you can't work there while you're under investigation, because if you've been working there while guilty of that thing, that makes the business look bad.
But if someone gets suspended, everyone's going to think, oh, he's suspended, he must have done it.
Yeah, because
there must be evidence.
Because they're delusional.
The likelihood is he's probably done this. No one thinks, oh, he got suspended, but it's still 50-50. Lalbert said, if it were the plane ride from hell, I'd be a little bit more optimistic. Just sucks all around. Speedy Gonzalez. Arriba. This folk poll is unnecessary. I just hope Kyle and Jericho will sort this out professionally without leading this to court. Mate, this vote is definitely necessary because we need content on this channel, so I'm going to respectfully disagree.
Wrongfully disagree.
Paul Earl says, anyone who clicked believe all women is legitimately retarded. I can agree with that.
Welcome to the party, Paul.
Russell Marr said, typical feminist movement trying to destroy a man's life. I would agree with that, although what I would say is Kylie Ray's not really done anything, unless you just mean feminists in general coming out. And you know what? The fact that Jericho is a Trumper as well, and an aging white man certainly doesn't help him.
Doesn't help his cause. He's a white man.
I've seen people come out and say they feel sorry for Jericho's wife, but then they're like, she's a Republican, so fuck her. That's kind of what's that about. Joker,
with Nancy Benoit supported, Donald Trump. Is that alright what Benoit did then?
Joker said that believe all women shit is going to ruin a lot of lives that don't deserve to be ruined. Just saying. It already has. Yes, it has. Fog Wrestling, especially because we don't know the full story. A crazy woman took away Jimmy Havoc. Jimmy didn't even do anything but tried to get rid of her. If a person likes to destroy himself, he needs professional help, not some crazy woman thinking she can help him for no reason. I'm not too sure what's happening with Jimmy Havoc, so... I barely know who Jimmy Havoc is, so...
Is that that guy in TNA? No?
Is it?
I guess.
I think he used to be in WWE.
NXT?
I think he's not a writer on WWE, he's not like a... Was he not one of the creative people?
Either way, sounds like you got shot.
There was a Jimmy Havoc in TNA as well, but I think he went to WWE. Michael Monda the Real says, believe none of them. As Austin once says, DTA, don't trust anybody. Pyro Mini Yak said, unless they're men, in which case you'll believe all men when they're accusing representatives of God. Funny how men are lauded as brave when they speak out versus women who are automatically lying when they speak out. Even though actors and athletes rank much lower on the morality scale than priests are. Funny how sexism works, huh? What? Thoughts on that?
Men are lauded as brave when they speak out. Hold on here, it's fucking the other way about.
Yeah, you're definitely wrong here. Plus, I would say in general, I'd say men tend to be more honest and trustworthy than women. Look at Adam and Eve. Eve was the one that lied. She was the one that tried to convince...
Let's not talk about that pish. That's a load of mince. Either way, man, they both stole a fucking apple, didn't they? Who stole the apple? Did Eve take the apple?
Eve made... she convinced Adam. Steve Adam. She convinced Adam to do it.
Anyway, Austin 316 says, I just hoovered your apple clean off you, God.
Come on. Men aren't lauded as brave when they speak out. Men are ridiculed if they speak out. See if a man speaks out about being beaten by his wife, he's thought as of a joke.
Yep, gets laughed at. Jeremy Kittle.
Or if a man comes out and says he was sexually assaulted by a woman, people will be like, oh, you should have enjoyed it. This isn't true. Let's not pretend that men are seen as brave for speaking out. If a man speaks out, he's considered weak and pathetic. That's a fucking fact. Josh Ale Mallon said if she was going to do something, she should have done years ago. Now suspend him. Not as simple as that, dude. Very simple, my boy. Got a simpleton in here. Yes, because it's so easy to accuse a legend in your industry with power over you and millions of fans who will attack you. Why speak if you don't think? Well, those millions of fans certainly don't watch AEW, so what would they know? Ryan Stone, wonder how many other women from that roster visited his hotel room. As many as they want, like. Joe Mixon, if it's consensual, then who cares? That's between him, those other women, and his wife.
His wife.
You know what? I think Chris Jericho is a womanizer, like, but that's not bad. Well, maybe it's morally, it's not a great thing, but it's not illegal.
Mate, if he's unfaithful to his wife, I mean, it's not nice, but at the end of the day...
You can't suspend him because of that.
Yeah.
You can't send him to jail. Can't cancel him.
It's not a crime.
I mean, his wife could maybe cancel the marriage if she wants to, but... Mr. Skullduggery, Chris has an ego the size of Tony Khan's bank. It's his dad's bank account, but I accept what you mean. He's in a middle life crisis and works around a bunch of half naked ladies. He's going to try his luck, but it's 2024. Instead of women say "jog on, you creep," they become the victim. Now, if he's forcing himself, making threats, etc., that's different. AEW wanted to be the wrestling company for this generation, and they believe all women, even if they're proven. So I can't see getting past this. I can't see Chris getting past this either way. I agree. I think it's different. 2024. In the past, like back in the day, if a man tried to advance on a woman, if a man kissed a woman, you know, she would reject them and tell him, like, you know, get out of here, loser, and then probably go to her friends and laugh about it and say, this guy thought he had a chance for me, you know, and I kicked him to the curb and all this stuff. But now it's like, if a man makes a move, it's automatically considered like a sexual assault or something like that. So, I mean, I agree, it's the time we're living in. It's very fucking strange. Noni say, like, another thing, see if a woman kissed a man, like a man would just, pun intended, man up about it, and be, if he wasn't interested or he had a wife, he would just say, look, no, leave me alone.
Leave me alone, get off of me, damn it.
You think a man would go out and go to the police and report a file?
I wonder if Nyla Rose has paid a visit to Jericho's hotel room.
I think he locked the door if she was coming.
No one says, coming over the hill?
What do you mean wait for more information? If he forced her to sign an NDA, she could never talk about it. Essentially a checkmate. Well, we don't know if that's true or not. So
Black's behind the white.
Bob Denver said no proof she's an NDA. Only proof is AEW's trash because of Tony. Nobody forces a grown adult to sign anything unless he had a gun to her head, which I seriously doubt happened. People like you just look for any reason to cancel anyone for anything. Facts be damned, or you're just an AEW hater, or both. Pull Tony's dick out of your mouth. Tony Khan's dick has been assaulting people here. And think logically, Kylie Rae debuted like the biggest face the company was trying to build up. She had fans and momentum going in AEW. Was that true? I mean, I don't remember this Kylie Rae push here.
No, I don't, but...
Then suddenly she granted her release out of nowhere without comment. Yes, they forced her to sign an NDA in exchange for her freedom. That is not cancelling, that is holding people accountable. You mark sheep. Elvin says 15% simp sheeple. Innocent until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, that would have worked for CM Punk. We've got CM Punk in here, and then we've got some more slander, some more assault, some more attacks on each other. So there you go. Cocky Balboa, let's finish it with you, man. Even if he did have the girl come to his room where he attempted to have sexual relations with her, what did he do that was illegal? Nothing. It isn't even immoral outside of the fact he's married. The fact that the girl got creeped out doesn't even matter. Jericho's behaviour didn't overstep any boundaries that would be deemed punishment appropriate. And again, I mean, I agree. It's like, if you think that someone's interested in you and you kiss them and they're not interested and then you leave it at that, I mean, can you go to jail for that? I don't think so.
No, but
it's 2024, so maybe
you might be able to.
Maybe you can, but I don't know. I mean, back in the day, it's just, I don't know, it was different, guys. But it's 2024, and we all love 2024. It's a great time to be alive.
But let's just say that's what happened, though. He kissed her, or he tried to, and it got rejected. Where's the fucking need to sign an NDA over that? The NDA on both sides makes me think it is a bit more serious. Because let's just say it is a simple rejection. What the fuck's the need of an NDA?
Maybe Kylie Rae is one of these feminists that thinks that it wasn't a simple rejection. Maybe she views it as an assault. Well, hold on. Look at the Spanish. No,
that's fuck. Yeah, well, we can't just. I don't know.
What?
I know what you mean. That's fucking pish. I'm not denying that.
No, he was kissing. He was kissing his not his teammate, but he was kissing his player in celebration. How many times have we seen male footballers kiss each other after scoring a goal? You see it all the time. But no one comes out and complains or, you know, cries sexual assault. So, guys, it's 2024. You're better off just be gay. You know, that's probably the best way to go about it. Just be gay. Stay away from women. Don't invite them to your hotel room and everything.
Pretend to be one and wrestle them. Like Nyla Rose.
Aye, that could work as well. Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time. Peace.